back to the Humble Healer podcast, and thank you for tuning in to this episode. Today, we will talk about sample meditation messages for those suffering insomnia and anxiety, and which is a very common cause of insomnia. And in previous episode, I talked about sleep hygiene and tips to settle down at the end of the day in order to have a good night's sleep. One of the tips for settling down is meditation, which can really help slow down your brain, or as my analogy to a car traveling at about 100 miles an hour, so that you can be fully stopped before laying down for a restful night's sleep. I was told by one of my trainees at Reliant, thank you, Malaya, that I have a voice that is calming, and I was thinking that I will use that to help lower you into sleep with my voice and hopefully some of the messages that I am recommending below for you for that meditation. Consider these messages while meditating instead of taking sleep aids such as Ambien, alcohol, benzodiazepines, marijuana, none without side effects or risk of dependence. Help you settle down for a restful night's sleep and carry on after you wake up in a state of serenity and compassion for yourself and the world around you. All these messages, you may find that is similar to a lot of the Buddhist teachings. And this is not a religious session, of course. This is a health and wellness session. But the more I learn about wellness, the more I realize that a lot of the Buddhist teachings have scientific basis supporting the practice of their teachings. I do truly believe that the Buddha is one of the world's first psychologists, for he figured out how to frame your mind, teach you how to find that inner peace and happiness, no matter what the chaos, stress that life gives you. My point is that I share the teachings in order for you to be happy and healthier, in this case, to sleep better. And that's it. Whether you believe in this religion or that, it doesn't matter, because this is for your wellness and this is for you to rest and sleep better and then to have a better day the next day. So let's start with the first message. Today is complete. And why is this important? It teaches us to stop clinging to the day that just passed. Once the sun is set, the day is no longer ours to control. Let go of today, and you do not have to carry the weight of the unfinished. I'll keep turning over a conversation, tasks, or mistakes. What done is done. Nothing lasts forever. Life moves in circles, and not every question has to be answered today. There will be regrets, things not being done, mistakes being made, opportunities missed. But everything that happened today is a gentle reminder that every day is a teacher, not a test. Everything that happened today, the success, mistakes, put them in a box. Use that box and put them on the shelf in your mind. They do not belong in your bed, in your dreams. Take everything that still lingers in your mind while taking deep breaths in, then put them in a box. I call it the past box. P-A-S-T, the past box. Close it and leave it on a shelf in your mind. So here's the practice. First breath, say to yourself, today is complete. Breath, I am putting this frustrating event of the day in a box and put it away. Another deep breath, putting all the unfinished conversation or regrets in the past box. I'm a big fan of the Patriots, as most of you already know, and they lost the first game after 11 weeks. And that night when I went to bed, this is before I discovered this topic. A lot of the plays in the game replay in my mind and kept me up. So that night was not a good sleep. That was because I was not able to put that behind me, put the game in the box and put them away on the shelf in my mind. Another deep breath for the mistakes that you make today and into the past box. We'll go over all the messages at the end, and you want a reminder of the meditation messages for insomnia and anxiety. You can skip straight to the end and listen to the messages. Message number 2, I'm grateful for the gifts of today, to which I dedicated one whole episode to gratitude. Is a great antidote to the restless mind. With gratitude, even the smallest things brings joy. Without gratitude, we chase endlessly after more. Look back and see what gifts you have received from today. It does not matter how small. The best blessing can be hidden in ordinary moments. Perhaps you share a laugh with someone you love, or the beautiful sunrise from your window, or seeing your children sleeping in a nice warm bed, or your kids having a laugh with one another, or the food and water that nourish you, the air you breathe, and the earth beneath your feet, the people that touch your life. Gratitude puts you in a positive mindset that keeps away the envy, greed, frustration, anger, and all other negative mindset or emotion, allowing you to relax and heal yourself. This is opposite to what anger and stress, frustration brings about in your mind. They speed up your car engine, your brain, and then tense you up and stop you from settling down at nighttime. Gratitude is the medicine that reduces stress, relaxes our mind, allow us to have a good night's sleep, which is important for our health. Science has confirmed this many times over about the positive effect of gratitude to our mental health. Even in difficult days, there is something to be grateful for. Perhaps a lesson for the future. It can awake your strength or teaches you patience. Even pain can be a gift if it awakens wisdom in you. So list three more things that you are thankful for today. Those gifts, take deep breath of what you are thankful for and say thank you. Today, I had a nice encounter with a woman in the Dunkin' Donut who came over and told me that she saw my 9-year daughter and said, I watched your daughter and that gave me hope about raising my children since she's so well behaved and she has a 4-year-old boy. And that's something I'm grateful for that moment, for that encounter with that nice woman today. Message number 3, I forgive myself and others. Forgiveness is the key to unlock peace and tranquility in your heart. Sometimes it feels like you did not do enough. You could have worked harder. You could have said kinder words. You could have been more patient. Forgiveness allows you to let go of resentment, regret, guilt, shame, and anger. These are the chains that lock in your peace and tranquility that allows for a restful sleep. You have the power to unlock these chains to set yourself free. Forgiveness does not pretend that harm did not happen. It is not excusing wrong actions or ignoring pain. Anger and resentment is like holding a hot burning coal and throw it at someone, but who gets burned first? When you choose forgiveness, you let go of the hot coal. You choose peace over self-punishment. Self-forgiveness is not laziness, but is a form of self-compassion and acknowledgement that everyone makes mistakes and that is part of being human. We are all students and learners of life. When you forgive yourself, you open the door to learning and improving. And the heart is no longer paralyzed by shame. Take a deep breath and say this to yourself. I forgive myself for what I did not know. I forgive myself because I'm still a learner and did my best. Give yourself as a child learning to walk, and you will stumble and fall. But we act like a child's parent. They do not scold the child when he or she falls. No, and each time the child falls, it teaches the child to walk better and get back up. Take another deep breath and forgive others. Think of the people who hurt you today, or yesterday, or in the past through words, action, or neglect. They are also human, also imperfect, and also learning. Remember that bad behavior is the language of the badly wounded, of those whose burden they cannot bear. These behaviors are a result of fear, anger, anxiety, and confusion. It does not mean that you approve of their actions, but that you understand their humanity. Some hurt is deep and may not vanish in a single night, and that's okay. Forgiveness for self and others is a practice and not a single event. Saying and practicing daily forgiveness softens the stone wall around your heart, and over time, that stone wall will crumble down and freedom arises. With every breath of forgiveness, the heart becomes lighter, emerging from the wall of darkness, shining with space and clarity. Take a deep breath and say, I forgive myself and others, and this is a gift to myself. Another deep breath, I forgive myself for what I did not know. I forgive myself because I'm a still learner and I did my best. Another deep breath and say, I forgive others for they are also humans, imperfect and still learning. Another breath, I forgive others because they act out of their own sufferings. Another breath, I forgive others to give me peace and tranquility. Another breath, I forgive myself and others to allow me a peaceful and untroubled sleep. Message number 4, I practiced as best as I could today. This message helped release the pressure to be flawless or perfect and reduce self-criticism and allow space for self-compassion. I practice kindness when I offer a warm coat for someone who was cold. The very act of noticing what you practice is an important mindfulness step to prevent self-hatred and criticism. Know that daily practice is like planting a seed that will grow. It takes time to plant and grow the seed, which in turn uncovers your true nature layer by layer. Uncovering your true nature is best done with self-compassion and acknowledgement of your past practices. Take a breath. I practiced as best as I could today. Take one breath for each practice below. Come up with your own list if needed. I practice mindfulness and awareness when I drove to work today. I practice patience when I held my tongue during a meeting or during a conversation with someone. I practice letting go when someone cut me off today. I practice compassion when I took care of my patient today. Message number 5. Everything changes and that is okay. It's a concept of impermanence of life. Nothing stays the same. Our bodies, our thoughts, our fortunes, our emotion, relationship, life. Do not resist the inevitable changes which will cause suffering. Embrace them and find peace through acceptance. The joy you felt today will fade as well as the pain. Do not stress the winter, which give way to the spring, and try not to hold on to the falls, and they will turn into winters. Days become nights, and vice versa. Joys and sorrow come and go like the seasons, or days and nights. This allows you to practice detachment from joys and sorrows. You no longer grip joys with desperation, afraid of losing them. You no longer resist sorrow with hatred, afraid it will stay forever. Practicing detachment from joys and sorrow means living life as it flows like a river and not stand still like a stone. And detachment will also remove anxiety and fear about what may or may not happen. It also relieves anxiety about what will bring tomorrow, knowing that what happened tomorrow will not last either. Detachment does not mean life is meaningless. It only means that it is precious and fleeting. We treasure a beautiful flower because we know it will fade. Take a breath and tell yourself, everything changes and that's okay. Another breath, I experienced joy today without clinging to it. Another breath, I experienced sorrow today without fearing it will last. Another breath, worries can come and go as cloud as, and it's okay. I will not chase them. Message number 6. May all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. This is part of loving kindness meditation. This particular meditation has been proven by science to reduce anxiety, brings happiness, and reduce self-centeredness. This is the final message that enables you to fill your mind with love and not hatred, fear, anger, resentment. Please start with yourself first. May I be safe. Another breath. May I be peaceful. May I be free. Extend to your friends, family, colleagues, patients, humanities, animals, or living things. Extend to even the people that hurt you. Final meditation breath before full sleep. May all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. Fall asleep with love as vast as the sky. First breath. Today is complete. Take another deep breath in and out. I'm putting this frustrating event of the day in a box and putting it away in the past box. Another deep breath on any unfinished conversation or regrets. And as you breathe out, put them in the past box. Another deep breath for the mistakes that you made today into the past box. Start the next series of breath and start with, I'm grateful for the gifts of today. Grateful for the sunrise penetrating the windows of my house. Grateful for the health and happiness of my family. For each of these gifts, take a deep breath of what you are thankful for and say thank you. Next series of breaths start with, I forgive myself and others as this is a gift to myself. Another deep breath in and out. I forgive myself for what I did not know. I forgive myself because I am still a learner and I did my best. Another deep breath and say, I forgive others for they are also humans, imperfect and still learning. Another breath, I forgive others because they act out of their own sufferings. Another breath, I forgive others to give me peace and tranquility. Another breath, I forgive myself and others to allow me a peaceful and untroubled sleep. Another series of breaths I practice as best as I could today. Another breath, I practice mindfulness and awareness when I drove to work today. I practice patience when I held my tongue during a meeting or during a conversation with someone. I practice letting go when someone cut me off today or somebody say something hurtful to me. I practice compassion when I took care of my patients today or took care of someone today. Another series of breath with everything changes and it is okay. Take another breath. I experienced joy today without clinging to it. I experienced sorrow today without fearing it will last. Worries can come and go as cloud and it's okay. I will not chase them. Another series of breath. May all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be free. Extend to your friends, family, colleagues, patients, humanities, animals, living things. Extend to even the people that hurt you today, yesterday, in the past. Final meditation breath before a restful sleep. May all beings be safe, peaceful, and free. May I fall asleep with love as vast as the sky. These messages will fill your dreams of peace and wisdom that carries on to tomorrow. These are not only words, but seed that enables you to live life with clarity, acceptance, compassion, and awareness. Sleep peacefully, knowing that you have done enough and that you are enough, and that tomorrow will come. Sleep well, love yourself. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe, like, and share.